All right, so it is, I know there's still people hopping on, that's okay. Tuesday, June. Oh my God.
June
30th. Better not be July 30th yet. We missed Summit. All right. We have coaches that have brought in coaches this week, and I forgive me if I missed some people because I literally I did this like 2 hours ago. So if you signed up a coach within the last 2 hours, I totally missed you. So we have Joshua Mintling, Lisa Langston brought in 2 coaches, Shelly Cook brought in 2 coaches, Deanna Plotkin, yay, woo! Gina Sherrill, Kim Adams, Catherine Plotkin, you brought in at least 1, maybe 2. Chris Cook, Catherine Brockman brought in 2, Mulaney Akey, Catherine Perry, Jessica Barnett, Alicia Otis, Terry Ryan. I brought in a couple coaches, Michelle Miller, Stephanie Hall, Mickey Richards, and Burnett Richards brought in 2 coaches. This team is growing like crazy, guys. I'm really, really proud of everything that you're doing. So is he.
Yep.
We have Success Club earners this month. Me, him. Lisa Langston is at 10 points. That's awesome. Shelly Cook's at 15. Chris Cook is at 6. And Cheryl Messick is at 6. Mary Wilbert, 6 points. Rhonda Jordan, 6 points. And I think Bonnie just hit Success Club as far as I was told. So yay! Congrats, Bonnie. That's awesome. Success Club is seriously the best way to build your business. If you're hitting Success Club every month, you're doing what you need to do. You're doing your vital behaviors. And if you're doing it, then that's awesome. And just one announcement. I couldn't really find much for announcements this week, but 21 Day Fix is still on sale next month, guys. So that is awesome. 21 Day Fix is the easiest program to sell. And when it's on sale, it sells even easier. So I would just go for it. And then in July, when after Summit or at Summit, I'm not sure if it's coming out to the public after Summit is finished. And just coaches will be able to get size.
They didn't really say.
Last year, PIO was releasing at Summit, and they did something completely mean to us coaches, and they released it to the public while we were at Summit. So we didn't get to relax or enjoy ourselves because everybody was trying to sell PIO while we were at Summit. So hopefully they don't do that to us again, because I didn't like that. I didn't like to do that. I wanted to concentrate on what I was learning at Summit and not have to worry about, oh my gosh, this person's going to buy a challenge pack from someone else if I don't talk to them. So hopefully they just release it to the coaches first, and then after
Especially
Summit.
with this popular size will be.
Yeah, after
Everyone
Summit.
will want it.
Yeah, everybody's going to get it. So after, hopefully it comes out to the public after Summit's finished. But then I know that'll be on sale. So when they have new program releases, they always put it on sale when it first comes out. So, and it'll probably be on sale for August too, I'm betting. So that's good. All right, so tonight we are going to talk about 3 things that can kill your business. We call them business killers. So hopefully you're ready to take a little bit of notes. The first thing we're going to do is share a video by Eric Worre about the minimum disease. It's 6 minutes, so just watch and we'll talk about it when it's done.
Yep.
Oh shoot. I'm going to share my screen. Can you guys see that okay? Thumbs up. Can you see that? Okay.
Hey everybody, this is Eric Worre and welcome to NetworkMarketingPro.com. Today I want to talk about a really important topic, and it's what I call the minimum disease. There's so many people inside of network marketing that have the minimum disease. I mean by that. Here's where I think the origins of it come from. The employer-employee relationship outside of network marketing, the traditional relationship that most of you know, here's where this idea, I think, starts. The employers are thinking, what's the minimum I have to pay these people so they'll be productive and they won't quit? And the employees are thinking, what's the minimum I have to do in order to continue to get paid and not get fired? And it's this give and take, this minimum thing that happens in the marketplace. And here's, sometimes I think inside of network marketing, we make it appear so easy, and we contribute to this minimum disease. We say, oh, you don't have to invest very much. Oh, you don't have to work very hard. Oh, you don't have to do meetings. Oh, you don't have to sell the product. It sells itself. All this stuff. Minimum, 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 minimum. And I think it does all of us a disservice because it's not the truth. So here's the thing. How it applies to network marketing and why I think it's a problem and what I think we need to do about it. I think too many people are asking the wrong questions. I'll give you some examples. What is the minimum I have to purchase to get started? That's the wrong question. What's the minimum? It's, in my opinion, it's the worst question. Here's the right question. The right question is, what is the appropriate amount for the business that I want to build? What is the package and the products and services that I need to have in my possession to be a full product of the product myself and be able to share it with others? What's the example that I want to create for my organization? Because I'm going to be telling my getting started story for the rest of my career. What is the culture that I want to create in my organization? Is it minimum culture or is it an appropriate culture for the goals and aspirations that I have for my business? So stop asking what's the minimum. That's the wrong question. Here's another one. What's the minimum I have to do per month in order to qualify to get my check? What's the minimum amount of sales I have to create or purchases that need to happen per month in order to be able to get my check? What's the smallest amount of auto ship product that I can get delivered to me in order to be able to get my check? Again, it's the wrong question. The wrong question. The right question is, what's the appropriate amount for me based upon my goals for growing a business? That's the right question. How much do I need in order to be a full ambassador, product of the product myself, a shining example of my product or service, number one, and number two, to be able to share with others? What's the appropriate amount? Forget about the minimum. You're not a minimum person. Entrepreneurs aren't minimum people. So stop thinking, what's the minimum to get in? What's the minimum to keep going? Start thinking, what's appropriate to my goals and my dreams? And am I going to give them the respect that they deserve? What's the minimum number of people I have to sign up in order to be able to grow a business? Yeah, I had a friend over to the house a couple days ago. And he said, I really want to do this. He's got a corporate job. He makes a good income, and he wants to build his network marketing business. So he says, Eric, I really want to get 12 people. If I could just get 12 people that I could go to work with, then, that would be the answer for me. I said, yeah, that's fine. But here's the real answer. The answer is you need to get 12 people this year, and then 12 people the next year, and then 12 people the next year, and 12 people the year after that. Because no sales organization is permanent, and you're going to have to continue to rebuild your organization as you grow a business. This is real life. I'll do another show about the non-permanence of our business, the realities of our business when it comes to expectations, maybe tomorrow. But the minimum, what's the minimum number of meetings I need to go to? What's the minimum people I need to sign up? What's the minimum I need to join a business? See what I mean? The wrong question. What's the number that I need to do in order to be able to hit my goals? What's the minimum number of people I should bring to convention? You could think that way. Or you could think, what's the number that I need in order to be able to hit my goals and go after that? So let the small-minded people of the world continue with a minimum mentality, but not you. Let the people who are stuck in the matrix out there unhappy, unsatisfied, continue with the minimum mentality, but not you. Rid yourself of the minimum disease. Decide to be extraordinary. Decide to set big goals and big aspirations for yourself and your family. Ask the right questions, and you'll start to get the right answers. That's our show for today. Ladies and gentlemen, my wish for all of you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional, that you decide to go pro, because it is a stone cold fact. We do have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. Everybody have a great day. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
I so love that guy. If you guys don't follow him, do so.
Yeah, you should subscribe to his website for sure, because he comes out with a video, not every day, but almost several times a week. And I don't know how he comes up with such great content, because we sit here, we're like, whoa, what do we want to do on this week's call? You know, it's once a week, and we don't even have it every week. He's like, every day he's coming up with this brilliant stuff. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, with what he said, it is true that so much of what we do as entrepreneurs and from working from home, it is totally a mindset. It really is. You just gotta have a different mindset than the rest of the people out there. You know, it's true that, 97% of the population live paycheck to paycheck. And the difference is the people that don't, they think differently than everybody else. You have to have an abundance mindset, not a poverty mentality of minimum, exactly like he was talking about. I can't really say it any better than he did. Just to reiterate, like for us, for example, specifically with our business, instead of wondering, everyone always asks, well, what's the minimum amount I have to do to hit Success Club 5 or Success Club 10? Like, it shouldn't even matter. Like, Success Club 5 and Success Club 10 should just be a byproduct of the things that you're doing anyway. You're out there, telling the story every day, the business side of things every day to someone new, or, trying to move challenge packs by putting together challenge groups and changing people's lives with the fitness and the diet. And, of course, the business side of things, too. People are looking for that. So as you're sharing it every day and you're talking to people, you're going to move products, or you're doing an ad a couple times a month or whatever. And then you're going to find yourself, just like, Sherry has basically 40 points this month, and it's not and that stems from not having the minimum. She could have stopped at 5 or 10 like everyone else, like, hey, I had Success Club 10. That's a victory. But, 20, 30, 40. If she gets 50, she gets 50 because she keeps on doing the things that she needs to be doing on a daily basis. And whatever that number ends up being is what it ends up being. It's not, a preset number that corporate gives us of hitting 10 points or 5 points that we consider to be good enough. You just always have to be going for more, always trying to get more. And eventually you'll develop a team of coaches to where you are doing over $1 million worth a year in sales. And that's going to give you the residual income that you're looking for, to where you can take, time off if you want to, and your income's going to keep coming in. Because ultimately that's what we're all after, the walk away income, to where we know whether we perform or not, the money's going to keep on coming in. That's the ultimate goal of what we're doing here. And to do that is just, you keep on keeping on every day. When you go to bed at night, you should lay your head on a pillow and be thinking, you know what? I could not have possibly have done one thing more for this business today. I gave everything I had. I talked to everyone I could have, followed up with everyone I could have. I gave all that I had. And that should be your mindset, instead of, did I give enough, or, the minimum mentality. So anyway, that's about it that really I want to say about that. But.
So yeah, I could see that could definitely be a business killer if you were just going for the minimum and never trying to go for more. Another business killer is wanting to learn too much or know too much before you actually get started.
Yeah.
I read a quote in a book earlier. It's the Entrepreneur Roller Coaster. He says, by Darren Hardy, by the way, knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. And he says, people always say knowledge is power, but knowledge really is not power, it's potential power. And if you don't turn that potential on, how are you ever going to go anywhere? So basically, like, the knowledge is a light switch, and it's not going to turn on. It's not going to, turn on unless you turn it on, basically. So I see so many people on this team that want this opportunity, and so they're trying to learn, and they're not flipping the switch. They're not turning it on. They're not applying what they're learning. I mean, knowledge is great. I want you guys to go to YouTube. I want you to be, learning all about the business and stuff. But if you don't apply it, how are you going to get anywhere? Like, you could learn everything there is to know about the business, but if you're not doing those 3 vital behaviors every single day, like, you're not applying what you're learning whatsoever. I had a call with corporate today. Jeff called me, and he said that 10% of the coaches that you sign up will actually do this, will actually learn what they need to do and then apply it. He said so many people come in and they're, gung-ho, and they want to learn everything they can, but only 10% are actually going to apply it. So when you only have 10% of your people doing anything, don't worry, because that's normal. It really is.
Just be one of the 10.
I know it sucks, but that's why you just have to keep signing people up, and you're eventually going to find those, those 10 or 15 people that are going to run with you on this, and they're going to make you very well off. Yeah. And then, learning, like, trying to learn everything makes you smart and broke if you're not applying it. So
Yep.
I don't want to be smart and broke.
Nope. I'd rather be dumb and rich.
And then another business killer, guess what? And I'm guilty of this: procrastination, right? Shake your heads. I am the biggest procrastinator in the world. So in order for me to fight the procrastination disease, I have to create a list that I work from. And I don't go to bed at night until that list is, everything on that list is checked off. And I have it memorized. I don't need to write down this list anymore, because I just know what I have to do. So the list holds you accountable, checking off the daily tasks until you learn your list and what you have to do. Write it down. Put it on a whiteboard. Do whatever you got to do to just know what your important tasks are. Some of the stuff I have on my list: I answer my messages in the morning, do my emails, follow-ups, I message 3 people non-Beachbody, post in all my challenge groups, schedule the post on my Facebook page, do my personal development, work out, and then I go to my online office and look at stuff. So, I mean, that's like check, done. That's what I have to do in the morning. So those are my most important tasks. And then getting your priorities straight, that's big, because I don't know if any of you have read the book Eat That Frog, but he teaches you that you have to do the stuff you don't want to do. You have to do that first. So if you feel like, I can't wait to work out, but you haven't done anything with the business yet, do the business stuff first, then work out.
Yeah.
Because you enjoy that. Or if you absolutely despise working out, do that first and then start the business stuff. Do whatever you don't like first. Get it out of the way for the day, because you have to do it no matter what anyways. So
yeah. Another thing I want to say real quick too is, I mean, this is obvious, but it's true that, we're our own bosses on this. Usually we're so accustomed to having bosses making us do the things that we don't want to do. We're so used to that, and we get, like, especially us, because we're full-time in this thing. We could very easily go by all day and be like, oh, we didn't do anything. Or we didn't, especially not doing the things that we don't want to do, because we know we're getting paid anyway at this point. So it'd be real easy to skip the things that we don't want to do, especially now. But you've got to force yourself to do the things that you don't want to do, because you don't have anyone else forcing you for maybe the first time in your life. Growing up in school, you got your teachers forcing you, your parents forcing you, then you got your bosses forcing you when you got your job. Now you're being an entrepreneur for the first time, and there's no one there to force you. So you got to force yourself.
Yep. And then creating a schedule is big too for procrastinators, because like me, I posted this yesterday or the day before yesterday, I'm struggling now that I'm married and we're traveling back and forth, and my whole life it's good that it's been turned upside down, but like everything is like haywire for me right now, and I'm trying to find a schedule for myself that works. Because if you don't have a schedule, especially with procrastinators like me, things are not going to get done and things are going to go very badly. So I'm struggling to find a schedule, but you have to schedule your work hours. Especially like since you're an entrepreneur, so you have to schedule your own work day. If you were working, you have to go to work from 9 to 5. Well, since you're doing this business, you have to still schedule it like you're at work. So, if you work 2 hours a day on the business, schedule it from 8 to 10 or 12 to 2 or whatever, your work hours are, and stick to it. Like actually stick to it like it's an appointment that you cannot miss. You sit down if your work hours are from 12 to 2, you sit down at that computer and you do your damn work from 12 to 2. And that's non-negotiable. It has to be. So if you stick to the schedule, do your list, and do the stuff that you don't want to do first, you'll prevent yourself from killing your business. So yeah, I think that's it. Hopefully that helps you guys tonight a little bit. I'm really, again, super proud of everything you guys are doing. It was an awesome month. June is always a hard month too. So if you did awesome this month, you got this, like the entire rest of the year, because for some reason June is, and even Carl said this, it's a really hard month. And I don't know if it's because, Summit's coming and, people are saving for that, or, there's a new program release coming out. Some people want that, so they're saving for it. And then it's the beginning of summer too, so people are like, I'm not losing weight. I got barbecues to attend. I don't know. I don't even know what it is. But, it's a hard month, and it's on record to be one of the hardest months of the year.
June and December.
June and, November and December are the hardest months of the year. So, all right. You guys can unmute yourself and if you have questions or anything. Negative?
Nothing.
Okay. Have a good night, guys.
Night, everyone.
Nice seeing your beautiful faces. And the kids. I love seeing the kids.
He just keeps pointing, Aunt Katie, Aunt Brittany, Aunt Katie, Aunt Brittany.
That's funny.
They won't go to bed until they name off everyone they see.
Oh, that's funny.
They're going to know our team